Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2. Today we have a triple header. The truck race and the cup race are both at Pocono and the Xfinity race is at Iowa. Both of those tracks I'm absolutely horrendous at. But let's head off to the truck race and see what we can do there. We still have momentum left over from last week as well. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap in the truck at Pocono. This is take 2 of qualifying because the setup is taking a little bit to get used to. I do not plan on using this setup in the race, even though I probably should, considering this would be my only little warm-up for the cup race, but I really don't like this setup at all. And plus, I kind of like doing the truck race without these custom setups because it's just a little overpowering at times. But let's see where we qualify. I really don't know what to expect here with qualifying. But it's just so skatey, and I'm not used to this kind of setup. Okay, we barely avoided that. 20th. Had that last little bit not happened, I think we would have been much better. That was a little too close for comfort. I hate to walk back on what I just said like 10 seconds ago, but I am. We're going to try the setup for the race, see what happens. Let's hope I don't regret it. But I need to get used to this because it's going to be fairly similar for the Cup Series, so we just gotta get used to it, I guess. So I'm going to force myself to use this. If it does become overpowering, then oh well, we can shave some time off the video. But
hold your line.
And I'm immediately thinking that might be the case, considering we just passed a bunch of people on the outside lane at Pocono. That doesn't happen ever. Here's Ross Chastain again having a nice run. It's either, top 10, top 5, or last for him recently. We haven't done a truck race in a while, I don't think. I might be eating my own words there, but I don't think we've done a truck race in a while. I'm not sure. Where did we run last? Oh yeah, we had Eldora last week, I forgot. But I mean, that's kind of like an anomaly. I don't consider that a normal race. Alright, so no tires, half a can of fuel, no repair. Should keep us where we are. We lost one spot. Somebody must have stayed out. That looks like either J.J. Yaley or Austin Wayne Self stayed out there. Which actually might have been the smart thing to do. Considering we were only one lap to the good. Or one lap short, sorry. With that caution, we might have been good. This setup does not get good restart. We have established that. But if we can do exactly what we did last time entering turn 1, we'll be just fine. Alright, come on, Ryan. Give me some room, please. Okay, no room has been given. No, I don't have any rivals in this series. I checked right before we went live. Or live. I hit the record button. But, I know for sure we do not have any rivals in this series. We have 3 in the Xfinity Series and then 1 million in the Cup Series. Oh, almost hit that little jetting out safer barrier there. But we're just going to use the high lane. Well, we could have used the high lane, but then got into Truex, so. Let's see if he'll give me room this time. Nope, he definitely did not, even though I hit the wall before he would have hit me. But definitely it was getting closer and closer, so. Ryan Truex is not on my side right now, which is sad, considering me and Ryan Truex, I have a good working relationship with Ryan Truex in real life. Austin Wayne Self's pitting, so obviously that strategy didn't work out for him. We're 6th, again starting on the outside, that's fine. Austin Hill is in 2nd. Let's take a moment to admire that. Austin Hill is in 2nd. Is he the new Ross Chastain now? Oh, Christopher Bell just died. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he missed a shift. Well, that's what it would... If something like that happened in real life, that's what they would be saying. But obviously in the game, I don't think the AI can miss shifts. But I could be wrong. But we're going to get around Briscoe, Truex, try to get around Hill as well, going into the tunnel turn.
Clear high.
What should we do? We got Cindric next and Crafton for the lead. Well, this has not been as easy of a run as some of our previous Truck Series races have been, but I still think we're going to be able to come off of turn 3 here and not have any issue with the lead. Because the race is so short, we weren't really able to take advantage of the stages because cautions came out in both of them. There were only 2 lap stages. Alright. This is a first. I've never been tight in a corner before with this setup. I'm either sideways or loose or out of control. All of the above. Really, all 3 of those statements mesh into one. But we are pulling away here. We only got 2 laps to go, so I'll keep you guys in. I hope you guys liked the new intro. I put some work on that. I might end up changing the song a little bit, but I overall like the intro. But yeah, I think it's cool. I made that image. It's my new channel banner. And it'll be updated whenever I add new games and stuff like that. And I'm already going to have to update it with NASCAR 09 being added to the fold. So I'm going to have to do that this week before the next NASCAR 09 episode. I had not planned on putting that video up on Sunday. I planned on waiting another week, but I decided I had it recorded. I had time to edit it, so I put it up then. A new series always seems to bring some life to the channel for a couple episodes before it dies off. So why not bring 3 new series to you at one time? Dirt 4, Wreckfest, and NASCAR 09. As well as continuing Heat Evolution and 06, as well as the Richmond Raceway Esports Series and the ATF Weekly Review. You may notice that NASCAR Dirt to Daytona is not in that fold. I do anticipate on finishing that game eventually, but I need to take a break from it considering it has really not been doing well in the view category. And plus I have all these other new games that I want to try that you guys seemed excited about. So I'm going to give these a shot. I've already recorded almost everything for the week, which is nice. I'm usually not that far ahead, but I had some time today to do so.
You are the boss.
Oh, I forgot that was the last lap. White flag is out, sponsored by ATF Gaming, and now the checkered flag's out, and that's a win for the happy dog. I was going on a talking rant there. I kind of forgot how short this race was. But we win. Crafton won at least one of the stages, maybe both of them. Possibly both of them. Yes, where did Austin Hill finish? Austin Hill finished 4th. So that is a good day for Austin Hill. But that's a win. What is that, like our 8th win in the trucks now? We'll find out shortly. 8th win in the trucks, yeah. We have not won a stage yet. No, wait, yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. We won 5 stages. Sorry, my math skills were lacking there momentarily. I'm pretty sure Nemechek, Infinger, and Bell are the only other guys who's won because we've won 8 races. So points are going to be at a premium for everybody else. Here we are in victory lane. That's another win for the happy dog in spirit. I'm going to take a look at this paint scheme. What state is this? Is this Maine? Or is this Pencil? No, this is Maine, I believe. So this is the Maine paint scheme. But you guys saw it in Victory Lane last week too. So let's head off back to the menu and then off to the Xfinity race at Iowa. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap at Iowa. Overdrove that corner a little bit. This might be the first time we've returned to a track in a series because I did not have to put in a custom setup, and I don't remember ever not having to do that, so that's nice. Well, let's see where we qualify here. That was a good lap in 30 seconds. Yep, sounds about right. I just want to confirm, make sure that I actually do have... Yep, that's the custom setup. That was a very stable custom setup for HD Motorsports. So let's just head off to the race. 30 seconds, though. That's not a good sign. So we have three rivals, sorry. Three rivals in this series. Now, Ross Chastain is now a rival, in addition to Ryan Reed and Matt Tifft, I believe, were the other two rivals. And as speak of the devil and he shall appear, there's Ross Chastain, and there's Matt Tifft immediately up ahead. But we got a huge run there. We're going to try to do so again. But we skipped the menu because nothing has changed. We still have the momentum, so nothing has changed there. So we didn't get any notification, so I just skipped the menu there.
Hold your line.
Trying to be... Oh, okay, that looks like a big thing right there. Harrison Rhodes and Blake Cook. We are 4 wide at Iowa. I'm going to drive it in deep here, get away from all these people. But Harrison Rhodes and Blake Cook had a moment there, and it looks like that held everybody up. And Harrison Rhodes is going to block me as well. Not super appreciative of that, but we have gone from 32nd to 6th already. So that's good. Iowa is normally a thorn in my side, so it's kind of nice to have a setup that helps me here. Turn, thank you. Now, whether we can get up any farther is the next question. We had some assistance with that little skirmish there. Kevin Harvick's running up front. He usually doesn't do that very often in this series. Obviously, he does that all the time in real life. I'll get a drive off here. Maybe I can get around Harvick. This is the last lap of the stage, so I don't think a stage wins in the cards. Kind of gave Ty Dillon a shove there, but let's see if we can get around Eric Jones as well. And maybe get around Dillon for a 3rd place finish in the stage. Okay, we're going to wreck Dillon. He did not go to the bottom like I was expecting. I expected him to go to the bottom because the AI is usually pretty predictable about that, but he stayed in the middle. Well, let's see what the pit strategy is. That was a 6-lap stage, so we're pitting now. 4 tires, fuel repairs will probably be last, but no, we're 20. We lost 28 spots, but we're basically exactly where we started again. But there is mixed strategy. At least from what I saw, there was mixed strategy. So let's see if we can manipulate the pack a little bit again. Yeah, definitely looks like some new people up front. I think Casey Kane might be up there. I do need to get to the outside, however, because that is where I can make up the most spots quickly.
Clear low, car low.
Alright, we got Chastain here. I want to be careful not to get in a uncomfortable position with him. Pass him cleanly. Maybe his rivalry will die down or something. Again, I have yet to see a level 5 rival ever die down. Usually because they'll try to get into you, and that'll just keep the flame alive. Right.
Car underneath.
But we're just moving through the field just about as fast as we did last time. We got in the wall there, but we're still going to try to pass some cars. But I hope you guys like NASCAR 09. I find that's a game I did not play very much as a kid. And if I did, I played the PS2 version. So the PS3 version is a little foreign to me. But the game looks really good on the PS3, so that's why I decided to do it. But it's just kind of nice to mark, you know, the end of an era. I know people commented on the video saying, you know, NASCAR kart racing was an EA game, but I consider NASCAR 09 the end of the EA era. Kart racing was only for the Wii, and it wasn't a simulation racer. It was, well, it's kind of hard to call some of these NASCAR games simulation racers, but it wasn't a, yeah, I guess simulation racer is really the best way I have to describe that. Alright, so we're back up front. We're in 6th already. We got one more lap to try to get around Harvick and maybe Hamlet. But Casey Kane is 3rd. Ryan Reed is still up here, and that might be Cole Custer leading right now. Just trying to determine that from a distance. But we're going to try to get around Hamlet and maybe even Kane in one swoop here.
Stay on the top. Keep it right there.
Nope, but we might be able to get to Kane in 3 and 4.
Hold your line.
But it looks like that does look like Cole Custer. Let me confirm on the leaderboard.
Clear down low.
Yes, Custer won the stage. Ryan Reed finished 2nd. I believe we finished 2nd on the first stage too. But we finished 3rd again, back-to-back stages, so that's good on the points. But we do not have to pit, whereas the majority of the field does. So we're going to stay out. We're going to inherit the lead here. All of these guys are also on the correct strategy, assuming they pitted with me at the end of stage 1. So we might be able to shave some time off the episode. Again, horrible restarts. These setups are not known for good restarts. But Suarez, he's usually pretty fast, so we got to keep an eye on him. But Brandon Brown's in 4th. Didn't he have a really good race last week at Indianapolis? Turn car, thank you. Yeah, but he seemed, maybe it was in the truck race at Eldora, but Brandon Brown seemed like he had a good finish at some point recently. And he's in line to have another decent one here. Joey Gase is in 5th now. He's somebody who, he's an Iowa native actually, so this would be a good finish for him. But, let's just confirm that we're good on fuel. We're 3 laps to the good. I am just going to ride it out here. I'll bring you guys back in if the caution comes out, or when we take the white flag.
Caution.
And a caution. 9 laps left. Obviously, we're not pitting. Brendan Poole must have caused the caution because he is pitting. Joey Gase is maintaining 3rd place right now. But we were pulling away about 2 seconds of a lead there by the time that came out. But we're going to get a terrible restart again. We actually might be in trouble here. Oh, yeah, Matt tipped his arrival, and he tried to push us on the apron there. So I'm glad I got around him quickly.
Clear up top.
Joey Gase is still maintaining 3rd position, but he might have a little bit of a harder time now that everybody's packed back up. But we got around Suarez. Man, Tift almost ruined our race there.
5 laps to go.
We got to be careful around him and Chastain. And again, I think the other one is Ryan Reed. I might be wrong with... No, it's Darrell Wallace. Sorry. I misspoke earlier. It's Darrell Wallace, not Ryan Reed. Same team, so I mean, not that bad of a guess. But we're pulling away again. How many laps do we have left here? 4 laps. I'll just keep you guys in for this one. But yeah, again, we're going to roll out the new schedule this week. And then I'll have a channel update video next week. But I'm trying some new things. We're trying to keep it within the racing element, so that's why you aren't seeing games like Kindergarten come back, or I'm not doing a Rocket League series or anything like that. But I am trying to explore some different branches of the racing genre. Obviously, I've been doing some F1 2016 with John. We're looking at maybe starting that championship mode in that game, multiplayer, with John and possibly someone else. But I'm having a lot of fun with both Wreckfest and Dirt 4, NASCAR 09. I haven't really played enough yet to get a good read on it. Based on the first episode, I'm worried it might be a little too easy. But we will give this a couple weeks. But I absolutely need your guys' support on these series. So if you're just here for NASCAR Heat 2, which I know a lot of you are, please try to watch some of my other videos. Check them out. Like I said, we just started 3 brand new series within the last 2 weeks. So I would check those out before they get too involved. But we are going to win at Iowa.
Great job. You did it.
Alrighty. That was a good win. William Byron and Cole Custer won the stages. Brandon Brown fell to 16th. Dylan Lumpton did not finish the race. Poole in 39th. Joey Gage fell to 6th, but Jeremy Clements in 4th. So we got some mixed bag as far as people up here. You'll get some more money. Can't go wrong with money. But we are second in points. Byron still leads us in points. But that's our 9th win now of the Xfinity Series. We're getting pretty close to the chase. Now, in the Xfinity Series, if you recall, there's a stretch of like 3 road courses in a row. And that's going to absolutely be terrible for me. But here we are in Victory Lane. That's another win for the Happy Dog. But those road courses, Mid-Ohio and Road America, they're just going to be terrible for me. I can get around Watkins Glen fine, but... and I have a feeling that stretch of races is coming up now. Might even start next week. We'll have to see when we finish the Cup race. But let's head back to the menu, or just head right off to the Cup race at Pocono. Oh, we got a trophy. We got a trophy. That's our 7th. Let's look at that. Dang it, I missed it. Where there it is. Let's look at that trophy. So we got the Not Intimidated, which means we've won 77 races, and we now have more wins than Dale Earnhardt had in the Cup Series. So obviously the next thing is to pass Jeff Gordon's Cup Series number of 94, and then we obviously have a long way to go for the 200, and I don't think I'll get there. But that's cool. That's cool. I kind of forgot about that we were working towards that. But, alright, we have to set a new incentive, and as you can see on the upcoming track, Watkins Glen is next week, so I was right about that. Again, we're just going to set the easiest incentive contract, and let's head off to Pocono. We still got momentum, so we have maintained momentum for almost 2 full weeks now. So let's head off to Pocono for qualifying. Alright, here we are starting the qualifying lap at Pocono. Again, using custom setup by HD Motorsports. Let's see what we can do. I do not recall how the last time we went to Pocono went, which was only like, what, a couple weeks ago? 5 weeks ago? I have a feeling it went terrible because Pocono is always terrible for me. And especially considering the amount of rivals we have accumulated, I can't possibly imagine having to deal with all that. So, we're going to have to try to navigate that a little better, because I have a feeling we did absolutely horrible. But the car feels really good. I love the setup. I'm glad I ran the truck race on that setup because I'm a little bit more familiar with it now. 28th, that's to be expected. We're terrible at qualifying in all series. Anyway, Let's see who's on the pole. Joey Logano's on the pole, so that is cool. Let's turn it over to PRN.
NASCAR is back in Pennsylvania for its second and final stop at Pocono Raceway for the Pennsylvania 400. Now, as always, Pocono is a unique track with unique challenges. Each of the 3 turns are different from one another. The 3 straightaways are different lengths, and the banking in the turns is considerably less than most other long ovals. So crew chiefs once again are going to have to find the perfect setup to get their driver into victory lane.
Almost ready. They're about
All
to
right,
throw the
here we
green.
go.
Green flag. Green flag.
We're
Carlo.
going to get a traditional bad start, but luckily we do have a rival
Clear high.
behind us. We have a rival all around us. Well, McDowell helped us get going a little bit, but we got a huge log jam of cars up front, and I made the stupid decision of trying to get above Castle. I almost called him McDowell,
Clear high.
but I made the mistake of doing that, and he shoved me into the wall because he's a rival. So let's just try to maintain the high lane here. Immediately as I say that, the high lane does terrible. I slide off the corner, and here we go to last. Yep, that's predictable. We'll have to obviously see if we can possibly pull some pit strategy, but
Stay on the top. Keep it
we'll
right
see what
there.
happens here. We obviously have a ton of rivals in the back, as Jeffrey Earnhardt gives us a nice love tap there. Timmy Hill might do so as well, maybe not. We'll let off so we can be on the outside here and pass a bunch of cars. Hopefully,
Right there.
we just gotta hope that we can find a good spot off the corner next to somebody who doesn't want to run us off the face of the earth, or find a little opening there.
Carlo. Top is clear. Car high.
Kind of bounced around there a little bit. All right, Castle, you're extremely slow.
Car high.
You're extremely slow.
Clear all around.
The tunnel turn is really the only turn you can't really make work too well
Low.
on the outside. Obviously, Stenhouse is a rival. He was the first rival ever, I think. I might be completely wrong about that, because I was wrong about, I don't remember who it was. That was a rival. Was that last week or maybe a week before that? But we're obviously fast here. We just gotta pick and choose our spots here to pass. Like, trying to pass Trevor Bayne right now would be a major mistake. So we'll just give him a shove here. No, I shouldn't be here. Oh, Trevor Bayne might not actually be a rival, but Matt DiBenedetto sure is.
Hold your line.
And he definitely is now, but it looks like everybody saved it somehow. We do have somebody in the wall. That might be Ryan Blaney. Can't really tell from this far away. How many laps? We still got 2 laps to go on the stage. Let's see if we can maybe get into the top 20. That will help us as far as, well, running order and for whenever we do have to pit. That will obviously boost our running order position. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm repeating myself, which I do quite often. Again, outside in the tunnel turn does not work. Oh, I messed it up too. I thought I was good, but I messed that up big time. Luckily, nobody from behind made it quite to our bumper. Newman tried. But 1 lap to go on the stage. Again, the goal is top 20. We're not going to get stage points unless there's a huge crash up ahead. But let's see if we can maybe get around Elliott, Boyer, and Almirola possibly. Gonna slide through the corner there.
All clear.
We're up to 18th again. I don't think we're gonna get any farther, but I'm never gonna rule anything out with this setup, because this is a fast setup and you can go places that you're really not supposed to go. So, like the wall.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Easy.
Okay, I think they threw a caution for that. So that saved me from getting passed by Almirola. So let's see. We're all going to have to pit for 4 tires and fuel here. So we maintain our position. Let's see. Chase Elliott is directly behind us. I'm not positive if he's a rival. I hope he is, because then he can give us a nice shove. Or I can just back off because Austin Dillon just tried to run us off the track. Chase Elliott definitely just tried to clip us there. We're gonna go super high here. See if we can make up some spots here. Get around Dillon possibly. Find somebody who won't run us off the track to fall in line with. That person just happened to be the fastest person on the planet when he's not trying to get retribution on Kyle Larson.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Go high here, see what we can do.
Car inside. Load clear.
Guess we're gonna go inside. That's not really what I wanted to do at all. I'm gonna try to slide in right in front of Logano here. That was perfect. Well executed move by me. That was not a well executed move. And we ended up getting damaged by that. So that's the end of the stage. I'm hoping we didn't get too much damage from that. A little. A little. Pit now. Yeah, pit now. I definitely think pitting now is the right option. Maybe not for my sanity, but if this race goes green, I definitely think that was the correct option. Or we might be 1 lap short, actually.
Okay, that's the halfway.
Nope, we're exactly on, but we'll probably be like a half a lap short. So let's just be smart here. No cautions. No cautions. No cautions. No whammies.
Hold your line.
We'll try to be aggressive, because this is a track that you don't lap people very easily. So when everybody does come into pit, I would like to be able to lap them. Therefore, we do need to maintain a decent running position. Well, and there's probably a caution right there.
Carlo.
All right, me and
Yellow
yep.
flag. Easy.
But we're going to take the lead. And I think we can do wonders with this. Obviously, we're going to have to race for it, but I think this is probably going to help us better than it will hurt us. Kyle Busch can also give us a push for what seems to be our biggest hindrance, which is restarts for some reason. It never used to be this bad. Truex is not a rival, so I'm going to try to drive it in deep here. And we do, and we take the lead. Let's see if we can possibly pull away here. We still got 6.5 laps to go about. Let's just try to be smart here. Not do anything stupid like get into the wall. I did slide going in, so Truex got a run there. But the tunnel turn is going to be the rough turn for me. We've established that. But let's just try to be smart in all the other turns. We're not pulling away too much. Not pulling away too much. But we just got to be a lot smarter on the tunnel turn. Let off a little earlier and then get to the throttle in a timely manner. Got a very good entry there, so we did gain some time in turn 1. I'm stressed because this is a track where usually everything goes horribly wrong. And I'm prepared for everything to go horribly wrong, like that corner. The tunnel turn is just terrible. Really, I didn't do that well in that corner either. Turn 1 is definitely the corner that we do super well in.
5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. I guess I'll keep it with you guys because we're not really pulling away too much. But, didn't I, entitled the last Pocono video, Pocono still hates me. So I literally think we did absolutely terribly in the Pocono race a couple weeks ago. So, being able to pull out a win at what is quite possibly one of my worst tracks would be very nice. And that was actually a very good tunnel turn for once. But yeah, Pocono is definitely one of those tracks that tends to be a thorn in my side. Much like New Hampshire with the flat corners. Never seems to go well for me.
That was a great lap.
That was a great lap, according to the spotter slash crew chief slash radio reporter. I love how they have an MRN guy as the spotter, but PRN does the intros to the races. I find that quite interesting. You'd think PRN would have like, you know, a deal where you would only use PRN voices or something like that, but no, Alex Hayden's in here, and I hit the wall. Did not seem to hurt us too much as far as time goes. Probably could cut out here, but at this point, we've been through so much together, I feel like we should ride out these last couple laps. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this race turned out, even though it wasn't perfect. Had a caution not come out, we might have been in better shape. But obviously a win's a win, whether we win it by 2 seconds or by 40 seconds, it really doesn't matter. Well, I mean it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't in the context of this game. Meanwhile, I hit the corner hit the wall off the tunnel turn. I swear, I've done a ton of recording today. I do most of my recording on Sundays. And I have said so many things wrong. And it's not even like stuff that would make sense to be replaced by.
2 to go.
But my brain is just not right today. Which sucks because this is the day that I record almost all of my stuff. I'm trying to get ahead on videos this week. Just because that's a good habit to get into, getting ahead. So you're not editing the video for the next day at midnight, like I have been recently. So I'm trying to get ahead. I'll be doing a bunch of editing tonight. So, alright, so we just gotta make it to the start-finish line, and there shouldn't be a caution. Obviously, this game has proven that wrong millions of times.
Last lap.
But white flag is out, sponsored by the state of Pennsylvania. Again, I don't know anybody from Pennsylvania as far as important people. So go Phillies, I guess. Go Pirates, too. Anybody else from Pennsylvania in baseball? Go Eagles. Well, there's the wall, but luckily we have a 3-second advantage. And that really didn't lose us all. Well, it's going to lose just about a second. So
Running on fumes out there.
we're also running on fumes, but it doesn't matter. As long as I don't slide off the corner, we're going to be just fine. You have got to be kidding me! I was coming to the start-finish line. They're all pitting. They don't think they can make it. If they're all pitting, I'm going to pit for fuel as well. I'm not going to do any tires. Just so we're sure on fuel. I was coming off of turn 3 to the start-finish line to win the race, and there's a caution.
They're about to throw the green.
I mean, I understand if you know, like, half of the field's crossed the start-finish line, half of the field hasn't. But it was very clear that everybody in this field had crossed the start-finish line. Oh, Bush is going to shove us into the corner. I'm not sure that's going to be good. If we can get the runoff, we'll be fine. But that was incredibly unfair. That was incredibly unfair. But, I mean, that's one of the things that needs to get fixed in this game. Should be simple fixes, but... Oh, Kyle, hi. How's it going? Our tires are really worn, so I'm not really able to run the best I can, and that's being demonstrated right now.
Low, low.
Oh, frick.
Caution's out. Back her down.
Are you kidding me, game? They had just crossed the line to the white flag. You call that the overtime line, but not the last one? Yeah. So luckily we still finished fourth because of the way they froze the field. But oh my god, that was stupid. That was so stupid. I don't know why I'm 2 laps down either. Well, because I hadn't crossed the start-finish line for the white flag. Well, at least Truex won, and it wasn't Kyle Busch. If Kyle Busch had won that, I might be a little bit madder than I am right now. But, well, that was a frustrating end to what was otherwise an excellent weekend. But we're almost up to $32 million in the bank. We're 8th in points still. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make up too many spots. I mean, we're going to Watkins Glen next, which should be interesting. I did well at Sonoma, so theoretically I should be able to do well at Watkins Glen. But let's head back to the menu, see what we got going on next week. Alright, so it does look like it's going to be doubleheader at Watkins Glen for Xfinity and Cup Series. That's all good. Let's see if we got any new rivals. So 24 has been the number. So let's see. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we do have a new rival. I wonder who it is. Could be Suarez. It actually might be Suarez. Because all of these people I know have been rivals. Might be Chase Elliott. But all of these people have been rivals for a while. Might be Chris Buescher. Might be Chris Buescher as well. Truck Series were still clean as a whistle. But now Ty Dillon is mad at us in the Xfinity Series as well. So that is a new rival. So that's exciting. Let's just take a look at the stats menu. So we've only won 63 races in the career, but including off-screen and online, I don't know if it includes online or not. We have 77. So that's cool. So without further ado, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.